Hey guys, this is Charlotte, and you're watching Going In Raw.
What's up, it's your girl Sasha Banks, legit boss, and you're watching Going In Raw. You like that?
What's up? This is the most must-see WWE superstar of all time and his lovely, gorgeous wife.
Marie.
And you are going in SmackDown Live.
This is the glorious one, Bobby Roode, and you're watching Going In Raw.
Hey, friendo, Steve here.
And Larson.
And welcome back to Going In Raw, the only pro wrestling podcast you need to be listening to right here, youtube.com/Steve and Larson, available wherever fine podcasts are. Be sure to leave. Be sure to hit that subscribe button, notify bell next to it. I'm making sure, Larson, that it's not a botch intro again like yesterday.
Oh, that was fun, though.
If we can get like a 5% botch or even like a 2% botch ratio, which is generally what we like to say, a 2% botch.
Our botch ratio far exceeds that.
Do you think so? We're going to have to start tracking this stuff because I think usually we're pretty good.
I should say it was probably a lot higher back when we were doing Patreon streams.
Oh, there was a botch every other episode. Yeah. Ever since we've been doing this live thing.
Tighten it up.
For everybody, always, all the time. We've tightened it up. Although there hasn't been a lot of botch intros for the post-show yay or nay available to patrons. Patreon.com/Steve and Larson. Oh, man, right here, Super Chat, C. Ross. Going to NXT tapings at Full Sail tonight. Going to be real. That is on my bucket list. That's pretty high on my bucket. I feel like NXT is something that we should probably get on sooner than later, simply because I'm not sure how long it's going to be like a Full Sail experience. I get the feeling if they go live...
Well, it's going to be at least another year because the new TV contract doesn't take effect till October 2019.
So a year goes by pretty quick, though.
Oh, it does.
You know what I mean?
Time. Tranquilo on that. We have plenty of time.
All right. Anyways, so yeah, we're available on Patreon, CastBox, Apple iOS podcast app, and of course, as a lot of you may know, right now we have a 25-hour flash sale.
25 hours?
Well, because we got to get through tomorrow's episode. Because people might want their names read, like I'm about to do. Right here, right now, at friendomarket.com, the Going In Raw Chicago pack is available. You get this shirt that Larson is modeling right now. He's the better looking of us, so that's why he's modeling the shirt. I got my British. One of the friendos sent this to me, so I wore this. And then not only do you get this amazing shirt, you get one sticker. You get two stickers. I'm not far enough away to do that. There you go. You get 3 stickers, and hey, you might already have one of these. You get another one because we ordered 500 of them. We haven't run out yet. This postcard of me and Larson standing against a brick wall.
Well, it looks like a brick wall.
And it's signed by both of us. And the most important thing about all these T-shirts.
Everyone is packed by us.
They're all packed by us.
Every single one.
Exactly. So that's very exciting.
In fact, we'll probably get started unpacking some of these new orders today.
And during this show and tomorrow's show, whoever places an order during the show gets their name read. Don't care what we're talking about. I'm just going to go into it.
Stop right in the middle.
Mark Nico, Daniel Morris, Mark Tobin, Martin Garcia, Rex Robinson, Corey Cudney, and PJ Segundo. Oh, and how can I forget, Jared Solomon are all proud new owners.
Thank you to all.
To be of the Chicago. So if you want to wear this to All In, if you're in the Chicago area, you're flying in for All In or StarCast, get it now. We'll have it sent to you in time for that.
Or if you can't make it and you want a memento from the occasion nonetheless.
If you're going to watch it on Twitch or on Fight TV, wherever they're broadcasting all this stuff.
Exactly.
You're going to have this wherever you are in the world. We'll send it to you.
Exactly.
In time. That's why we're doing a flash sale for 25 hours so that we can pretty much guarantee, unless there's some sort of 2% botch with the post office.
Which is entirely possible, unfortunately.
You'll have it in time because 1 week from today, as you pointed out,
we'll be on road to StarCast.
We'll probably are we going to be on the plane?
No, we'll be in Chicago at this point.
3 p.m. Oh, it lands like 1, right?
Yeah, and they're
1
2 hours
Chicago
ahead.
time.
2 hours ahead of us.
Okay.
So we should hopefully be on our way to...
We'll be feverishly trying to make it to set up our stuff at StarCast. We still have so much to do. I have to come up with this is the important stuff because this is the crap we're selling.
Yeah.
I have to get a backdrop for our booth, for our vendor booth. So we're going to be, if you guys are going to be at StarCast, we're going to be there the entire time.
Yes.
That's why we elected to get a vendor booth and not a Podcast Row booth.
So we'd be there the entire time. So you want to come and say hi? Come on by and say hi.
Podcast Row, they get to be there like a day or half a day or something. Alexander Hernandez and Daniel Hamilton.
Thank you.
Chicago T-shirt owners now. Very exciting for them.
Very much so, yes.
So, yeah, we'll be reading off names all throughout today's podcast, but it's NXT 205 Live podcast, so who cares? It's not really a big deal.
This is the mellow.
This is the We Don't Give a Shit podcast.
Mellow.
Anyways, NXT and 205 Live.
Yeah.
In a nutshell, let's do that before we get into some super chats.
All right.
I thought NXT,
of
course, it's TakeOver Fallout. If
you could skip any episode of NXT during the course of the year, you could skip the 5 NXT recaps.
I agree. We had a Zach Gibson Pete Dunne match,
which was fine. The Bianca Belair Deonna Purrazzo
was really
match
good.
Was really good.
That was my favorite of the night.
Yeah, it was.
I will say this though about Zach Gibson: he is quickly turning into the Baron Corbin of the UK division for me personally. And there's a couple of reasons why. One of the reasons, which I will not mention, I mentioned it exclusively to you, and it's a bit on the vulgar side. But beyond that, he's just kind of goofy. I feel like the UK division, which the UK scene in wrestling in general over the past 2 years has been, thanks to Progress, thanks to RevPro, have been, a lot of people talk it up. They say, oh my God, the scene is alive now. It's kicking into me. And it is. It totally is.
Yeah.
I feel like, though, with the WWE rating, essentially, the UK division the way they have, it's sort of exposed that there are, I would say, enough talent. There are enough performers there to justify one really, really solid UK division for the WWE. The problem is they rated that thing to the tune of like 32. Mm-hmm. And I feel like the first year they got the cream of the crop. Guys like Pete Dunne, who could be Universal Champion tomorrow. Guys like Trent Seven, Tyler Bate,
Yeah.
And then when they went to round 2 this past year, it wasn't really the crazy. So like Zach Gibson, they seem to be really high on. But man, they've jobbed him out twice already to Pete Dunne.
Yeah.
And I'm really not sure that he really stands out enough to justify being in the spot. I just think that he's new, and so they put him at a really top spot.
Well, I think we saw some of his promos he's done elsewhere, and they're good.
I know, and he endeavors to be a heel. I just think that, and he does a really good job at that. The people really hate him for good reason, for good heel reasons.
Yeah.
But I just feel like compared to a lot of the talent that we already saw in the UK division, I don't know.
I mean, he
doesn't do a lot.
There's not a whole lot of Pete Dunnes in the world, period.
That's true. That's true. I think they kind of, but because of that, like, who could possibly take that title off?
I don't know. They've kind of they've painted themselves in the corner.
That's kind of the problem. It's like
they really have to, well, I thought if they had brought, granted he's hurt now, Travis Banks.
Yeah.
He's a great wrestler.
Yeah.
And the first time we saw him at a Progress show, he and TK Cooper, when they were a tag team, I believe, were working heel, and they were really good. Mm-hmm. But the problem is, for the UK tournament, the last one they did, they brought him as a kind of a generic baby face.
Yeah, sure.
Which doesn't fit into his strength. He's got the level, like a pretty high level of intensity when in the ring. Mm-hmm. You got to take advantage of that, push that. Mm-hmm. So in terms of character, that's someone that can match up well with Pete Dunne.
Yeah.
In-ring skills can match up well with Pete Dunne.
Yeah.
So I think the talent's there. It's just how they handle said talent.
205.
So Jordan Devlin, we talked before.
We love him.
He's great. His character work, that look at the last
he's
United
great.
Kingdom tournaments. The character work's off the charts.
Yeah.
And he really carries himself like a really good heel, and he's really good in the ring.
Yeah. And boy, he can take a shot.
Yeah.
His brain was leaking out of the back of his head.
Almost.
Chris Molina, Paul Abasamis, and Sebastian Rooney, all new owners of the Chicago T-shirt. Thank you very much for your support. 205 Live had a fantastic main event.
The whole thing was fantastic.
It was really, really good.
The whole show was fantastic.
Wale on
Wale
commentary.
Was great on
he
commentary.
Was fantastic. Friend of the show, Wale.
Yep.
Yeah. That was a lot of fun. But we'll get into the details in a little bit. Why don't we get some super chats?
All right, Trey Saunders just got to the gym. Leg day, arm day, and squats. I'm rocking my new Wolfpack NWO shirt. Or is it NWO Wolfpack? Who knows anymore? Keep it real, friendos.
Well, Luger thought it was Wolfpack
NWO. Everybody else knew it was NWO Wolfpack. Courtney Summers, if you had the choice to go to a New Japan show in the States for the next All In, which would you choose? Need some input. Thanks, friendos. Well, we've been to a couple of New Japan shows here in the States. We've been fortunate to do that.
Yeah.
And we're going to go to All In this year.
We don't have a sample size of All In. It might be a huge mess.
Yeah.
It might be just an abstract disaster. Like a place in Sears Center might burn down. Somebody might accidentally unleash a bear.
Nebula, giant.
Is that a yay or nay? I don't even know.
Rabid, like dog, hungry for human flesh.
Gotta be a nay. We don't know what's going to happen.
That could be quite a sight.
I'll put it this way, though. We talked about this a little bit, I think, on Matt Chat yesterday, which is going to go up on Sunday. I really, really, really love the lineup, the matches set for All In specifically, how it's not simply treading New Japan storylines
or Ring of Honor for that.
I'm glad they got the Cody Kenny situation figured out by now. I like that. So if they took a similar approach where it's sort of an all-over celebration of independent wrestling for like the second one, again in the same ilk as this first one.
Assuming there's any name independent wrestlers left, they hadn't signed WWE by then.
I know. WWE's going to have to put on the next All In show.
I know.
All In one night stand.
I know.
Yeah.
1001 TV. Hey, friendos. Women's faction wrestling is in full swing in WWE 2K18. Steven Larson, do you think we will see Ciampa versus Gargano 4 or even 5? Thank you.
I hope it goes to 5. I hope it goes for a year of takeovers and then they can call it a day.
Yeah.
And I think I would hope that by the time they get to the 5th one, they're already past the NXT title. It's not for that anymore. Maybe Ciampa has his run, Gargano has a little run or something like that with the title.
Maybe.
I feel like Gargano needs title.
Well, I kind of feel like part of it, too, is now that Gargano, whether shoot or work, is off TV with a knee injury, he's going to be gone for a little bit.
Well, yeah. I hope not, but we'll find out, I guess.
I kind of feel like they're going to keep him off a little bit, sort of like Ciampa was off for a little bit.
Oh, do you think so you're saying regardless?
Yeah, I think just for storytelling purposes. I think they're going to keep him off TV for a little bit.
Yeah, that could
potentially.
be.
I hope even Ciampa on Twitter said that Gargano had a dislocated kneecap.
Yeah.
Again, shoot or work. I think that's storyline, or will be used for storyline, or was storyline. Because again, they're mirroring a lot of the story beats that happened earlier.
How long was Champ out for? Like
almost
9 months?
Yeah, almost a year. I don't think Gargano's be gone that long, unless he's really seriously hurt.
That'd be a hell of a
long-term storytelling.
Could you imagine that? Let's see here. The Enforcer, Stevie Bradley, super chat for the Sign of the Devil, $6.66. Devil. He says, thanks for almost the half a shout out in Friendo Road this morning. I know you had so many awesome friendos to choose from. It means a lot. Thanks, Friendo. Well, there's a lot of friendos out there, and so many of them are great, but there's only one Enforcer, and that's you, Stevie Bradley. And also, yeah, he mentioned it here. New Friendo Road went up this morning.
Waymaker.
I
buy a T-shirt, but I only have one kidney left. The tax man is a real wanker.
He is a wanker, man. King Drew, just an update. The Category 5 has weakened to a 4.
Good.
By the time it hits tomorrow, it'll be a 2, but it's still a hurricane. Wish us luck.
Best of luck.
Yeah, good luck. Jason Jimerson, loved your latest episode of Friendo Road. Bud Ryan, here's $2 to fund Adam Mayhem's shopping addiction. How's your bank account looking after this morning's episode of Friendo Road? It's not good. Levi, that's the hole you dug yourself in.
I'm happy we got these shirts because I didn't have to pay for this. Well, I guess I did pay for this.
Levi Spencer, if I sent in a Matt Chat video question, would I make it? I didn't know what the deadline was.
Not this week. That's already shot, halfway edited next week.
Got to make sure.
Just email it to us anytime
Yeah.
before like midway through the day Wednesday.
Yeah.
StevenLarson@gmail.com, and I'll get on the show.
As soon as you've done it, as long as you're a $20 patron, as soon as you've done it, just email it to us, and then it'll make whatever the next viewing is. The cutoff is midday Wednesday.
Yeah, usually Wednesday
Pacific
about
time.
1:30 our time.
Pacific time. Yeah. Let's get into the minutia of 205
All
Live.
right, very well. Show kicked off.
Wait, hold on. Wait, Jeffrey Nguyen, John Flores, Josh Little, and Ricardo Herrera.
Thank you, everybody.
I can't do a rolling R very good.
Thank you, everybody. Show kicked off with TJP versus Noam Dar, the rubber match in their 3-match series. As we mentioned earlier, Wale joined the commentary team, and he was fantastic.
Yeah, he had a lot of fun. They put it on. They had him do one match, the opening match on the show that does not matter to Vince, but we love. And I thought it was great. I thought it was fantastic. Nigel seemed to be having fun with it too.
He seemed Wale seemed to have no idea who TJP was.
That was hilarious because Vic Joseph said, "Here comes the very first cruiserweight champion." I don't know how they justify calling him the first because they had a cruiserweight division before. Here's the first cruiserweight champion, and Wale said, "Who might that be?"
And that was great. And he kept on calling him PJT.
Yeah, like different permutations on initials. Yeah.
I know, it was fantastic.
BJT, I think at one point.
W something at one point too.
Yeah. It was fun. TJP dropped a promo, and then during the. Are you talking about during the match?
No, but when he's on the ramp, he said, I can't, I'm so happy to get back to the best city in the world.
That's right.
My hometown, Los Angeles. essentially saying, can't wait to get out of New York to go back to L.A.
But then, like, during the match, after he had, like, a couple minutes of action with Noam Dar, he gets back on the mic, and Wale tries to give him a fist bump, and he no-sells it, and then he dabs. Wale says, nobody dabs anymore, dude.
Yeah.
That was pretty funny. But then, of course, all the distraction of Wale being there allowed Noam Dar to take back over the match, and he eventually went over with a supernova kick.
Yeah, I think that's what they're calling this finisher, some sort of supernova thing.
I just read it on your notes.
Yeah,
so I'm hoping you're right about that.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
I sounded very confident when I just said it, though.
Yeah, that's why I'm applying the caveat there that it's kind of an educated guess.
You know what? They weren't the body guys, and now evidently Tony Nese considers them the body guys, and we kind of did that. So
we have sway. Maybe
Noam Dar will start to call it a supernova kick if he doesn't right now.
I think he might.
Good.
It's a good name because he is the Scottish supernova.
He is. A lot of people are, well, he's influenced. Like, that's a Oasis thing, right?
Yeah.
And then over Zach Gibson, he's a Beatles guy.
Yeah, he's got like half his moves are named after Beatles songs.
And that's one of the many problems with him. The Beatles are one of the least. And look, I am number one. I love the Beatles. I love them. I love them to death. They're not a very intimidating group.
No, they say that naming your moves after Beatles songs make you likable.
Oh, Strawberry Fields! Oh, he'll have this move in forever.
Ticket to Ride. I'm like,
yeah. Again, not a very intimidating. Like if you're gonna name and like, there are plenty of Happiness is a Warm Gun.
Yeah.
What a great name for a finisher.
Yeah.
Kind of lengthy.
Yeah.
What other
like some of the darker.
Oh, the Glass Onion.
Well, no, that's not good.
Again, it's an onion, so make you cry. Good. It's actually not bad.
No, it's not that good.
Okay, either. Mean Mr. Mustard.
There you go.
There you go. Give me another one. Come on.
I'm trying to think of something that are heavier. She's so heavy.
Oh, that's a good one. Yeah. Polythene Pam.
Yeah, that's good.
I guess.
Pretty much anything from the B side of Abbey Road.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The White Album is chock full of good ones.
Yeah.
While My Guitar Gently Weeps. That's a good finish.
Again, long. Oh, how about this finisher? Golden Slumbers.
Oh, that's perfect.
There you go.
Because it kind of has like a pee-pee angle to it as well, but you go to sleep.
So the move is you put someone's head between your legs.
Right there.
And squeeze.
Yeah.
Golden Slumbers.
Yeah. There you go.
Fills your eyes.
Fills your eyes. There you go.
Smiles await you when you rise.
And I will sing a lullaby.
There you go. All better names.
All better names.
Yeah.
Liverpool's number one. Why can't you be the UK's number one? I don't know. I mean, I'm sure Liverpool is a decent-sized city.
He's just starting with one city, and then he's going to move on to the rest of the United Kingdom, I guess.
Yeah. The Enforcer, Stevie Bradley, apparently us saying he is the best friendo. The Enforcer caused him to buy a shirt. Good job, Stevie Bradley.
Thank you, Enforcer.
After that, we had a Drew Gulak promo. I love Drew. Oh, and one more, too. Luis Sanchez.
Thank you, Luis.
Drew Gulak promo. I am freaking in love with Drew Gulak. I think he is so good, and I think he's one of the very few people, and this isn't a knock on anybody, but when I think of guys who stand out as the cream of the crop, so much so that they could have a good, healthy, decent run on main roster, I think of Drew Gulak as being in that level. Cedric Mustafa,
I think
Buddy Murphy.
Drew, especially due to the strength of his character work, because we know that Vince likes himself some characters.
It's so good.
Yeah, it is good.
And he was able to pivot. Sorry. He was able to pivot from Enzo's biatch, basically, to really mean-spirited submission tap-out guy.
Yeah.
Without too much of a drastic shift in his personality.
No, he stopped being a little goofy.
Yeah. Oh, he's so good. He's so good. And now he dresses in like suits and stuff.
Oh, yeah, it looks great.
Little things like that really matter.
The gist of this promo is pretty much that he won't rest and he won't let 205 Live essentially run smoothly until he's getting given another title shot, because he says, Cedric, you didn't beat me. I beat myself.
Yeah. Yeah.
Or you didn't beat me, I lost.
So sort of in response to that, Drake Maverick gave an interview where he essentially said, opportunities here are earned, they're not given. So no, Drew Gulak, you do not get your rematch. I will not acquiesce to your demand. You have to earn it like everybody else around here.
Yep.
Which then played into the next match. I really like sort of the story.
Yeah.
The beats here.
Agreed.
The next match, Akira Tozawa versus Colin Delaney. You got to be sitting there thinking, wait a second, Colin Delaney. He's not like a jobber. But he's like super jobber. Like they bring him in.
He appears. He's like the Brooklyn Brawler 205 Live.
Yeah, exactly. Good analogy. They bring him in because they know he's a really good worker and he can make a loss look really good.
Yeah.
And he can make his opponent look really good. But it's like Akira Tozawa. Why is he facing this guy? He should be in like a proper feud. But sure enough, like before this match even took off, Brian Kendrick, Jack Gallagher attack. Drew Gulak gets on the mic and he says, I'm what he's saying, what he was going to do.
Essentially, there's a sit-in.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
It's like he
calls out He calls out Cedric.
Yeah.
He wants his way, so he's strong-arming his way to another title shot. He calls out Cedric. Cedric comes out.
He's holding the show hostage.
Yes,
I like that better. Sit-in just sounds like a peaceful protest.
peaceful resistance.
Right, exactly.
Guess there's nothing peaceful.
But they were like beating people up. By
Yes.
the way, Daniel Pacetti, another
Thank you.
Chicago shirt pack.
So Cedric comes out, and he says, hey, get Kendrick and Gallagher out of there, and we can fight. I'm down to fight. And so he's ready to get in there. Drake Maverick runs down the ramp, says, no, not like this. That's not how we do it here.
Yeah.
Refs come out, try to keep them apart. Drew Gulak's talking some more trash, essentially calling Cedric a pushover. Eventually, Cedric takes his jacket off, sidesteps everybody, goes to the ring. Drew Gulak leaves, playing mind games.
Yeah.
Not cool.
No,
but
not
entertaining.
cool at all. Yeah, no, it was really good, and I really liked Cedric in this too. I thought there was like a really good intensity there. That's the kind of character stuff I want to see from him. We haven't seen his back up against the wall too much. We saw it kind of with Buddy Murphy a little bit. But I think that Drew Gulak, number one, it's obvious that they're still pushing this Drew Gulak thing, which I really love because Cedric has essentially cleared out the rest of the division. I mean, besides Leo Rush, who's sort of laying in wait. I still think it'd be foolish to pair him up against Cedric Alexander. But I do kind of wonder if this is going to result in a title change. I'd like to see it. I'd like to see it.
It could. If they do a protracted feud, then I'd be shocked if it didn't. And finally, the main event, Lucha House Party, represented by Lince Dorado and Grand Metalik, versus Body Guys, Tony Nese and Buddy Murphy in a tornado tag match, and this was spectacular.
This was so much fun. Every match, you've said this before. Every match should be tornado tag. Every tag match should be tornado tag.
Oh, yeah. And if they have tag titles on 205 Live, I hope they're tornado tag titles. Yeah. Because, wow, tons of fun.
Good. I know.
I was so into this match, I really didn't write a ton of notes, but there were so many awesome spots. It looked like Tony Nese might have legit hurt himself in that botch kind of with
Lince Dorado. Yeah, he came for like a moonsault, I think.
Yeah, and I think they were supposed to catch him, but I think the angle was a little awkward or something.
Then there was that spot where Grand Metalik, so Tony Nese was
crotched on the top rope.
Grand Metalik does the thing where he gets up, walks the rope, jumps up on him. Frankensteiner. He comes landing down, and I think his head was about to hit the apron and took his mask off or something.
Yeah, because it was unbuttoned.
Yeah.
It had unbuttoned itself early in the show.
So you see, it's great because then you see Kalisto freak out and run over to him and make sure A, his face isn't exposed, and B, he gets his mask.
Well, and the ref was down there too to make sure as well.
Yeah.
That was a massive spot. That was crazy.
That was absolutely insane. And all sorts of stuff like that.
And Buddy Murphy has the best knee next to Kenny Omega in all of wrestling.
I agree with that. Yeah.
It's so good.
He knows, and I think the vinyl or whatever he uses for his material.
Yeah, really smacks when he slaps it. It's great.
It's great. It's fantastic.
Kota Ibushi has a really good knee too, but man, Buddy Murphy's is fantastic.
Yeah.
Towards the end, Kalisto and Buddy Murphy were kind of going at it. Murphy ripped Kalisto's shirt, shoved him against the announce table. Buddy was running the ropes. Kalisto tripped him up, distracted him, and then Grand Metalik. One was kind of like a float over powerbomb roll up type deal.
Yeah, but it was like a super long match, and it was just crazy
spot after crazy spot after crazy spot. I said I was too into it to really take copious notes, but check it out. It's
great.
It
was really good. It's rare that you text me and say, "Holy crap, this match is great."
Yeah, it was really good.
You did that, so good job, you. Next up, we had NXT. It was TakeOver, Fallout. So it was shot. These are the dark matches that aired before TakeOver. Went live, and then they just put them on. They sort of don't make any I feel like they used to try to act like it was oh hey, we're still here, but these days they're just oh yeah, no, this is what happened at TakeOver, so but it was cool. We got a couple of good matches regardless.
Oh, this Bianca Belair Deonna Purrazzo one was great.
How long has Bianca Belair been wrestling?
A couple of years, maybe a year.
Hardly any time.
She's so good.
She's so smooth. She's so good. And and her character work in the ring is so on point. It's so good. The taunting, all that stuff. And you got to think, so I think didn't she have a TakeOver Fallout match against Dakota Kai last time?
Yeah.
I think she did. And so this is probably your second, maybe third time being in front of
that large of a crowd.
Big crowd.
Killed it.
She owns it.
She absolutely killed
it. She completely owns it. She comes out and she's like giving everybody the "no, I'm too good for you" stuff. Gets in the ring and it's like, I want to boo you because you're a jerk, but man, you're so good.
Yeah.
Like she's perfect. So anyways, and then the debuting Deonna Purrazzo.
Yes.
And yeah, she's a obviously spectacular wrestler. And so this is a really good match, really fun match.
Oh yeah.
I really liked Belair's selling for Purrazzo. Some of the stuff Purrazzo was doing was taking her out of her game, and Bianca Belair was responding accordingly.
Yes.
I thought it was really good.
It was, and there was a couple spots where Deonna was matching Bianca's athleticism.
Yeah.
Again, which kind of took her off her game a little bit, but not enough to lose because Bianca Belair picked up the win with her kind of burning hammer facebuster type deal.
So it's better than
it's way better than the reverse powerbomb.
But it's still not. It's still kind of.
Well, I have a problem with it.
Yeah.
Because it's close enough to a burning hammer that I like it.
She's such a smooth wrestler. She needs something that like can come out of nowhere and she can go right into the pin position. With this, she sort of just lands kind of away from the person and she like goes all the way over there.
Yeah.
I want something smooth. Like she seems like the type who she needs something smooth, snappy.
Yeah, I get that, but also she's super strong and this highlights her strength.
That's a good point.
I think that's probably why they do it.
That's a good point. So yeah, the EST, best est,
yes.
great est.
Picked up the WIN.
The win est. She's the win est.
Yeah, winning est.
Yeah, over the Purrazzo est.
Next, we had a short Velveteen Dream interview. So Kathy Kelly asked him, what are you going to do now that you beat EC3? And he said, what are you doing Wednesday? 8 p.m.
Yeah.
And she says, nothing.
He put his crown on her.
He says, tune in to find out. Which is funny because if you tune in Wednesday at 8 p.m., you're going to see that interview.
Do you think that Kathy was like, oh, is he going to ask me out? Are we going to go to dinner? Am I going to get to experience the communal pool, the community pool with Dream?
Yeah, no.
Because he called her queen. He put the crown on and said,
yeah.
Queen Kathy, what are you doing?
Yeah.
And then he was like, no, just tune in to NXT.
Yeah. And watch the interview that I'm giving right now.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. I'm like, wait, does he mean next week?
No, I think he's just being silly.
He's being silly,
being a little weird. It's great. Next, a really good EC3 interview, which I'm sure this is really uncomfortable for him because he probably had a busted eye.
Oh, my God, I know. He was, like, struggling to keep that thing open.
But all things considered, it was great.
Yeah, it was fantastic. He said, victory after victory after victory doesn't mean victory after loss, after victory after loss, after another loss, after victory.
I know, it was great.
Yeah,
and he says, I'm not done until it's all victories. So he's got to atone for
EC3,
every loss.
What is it called? Stream of consciousness?
Yeah.
He does that almost better than anybody else. And he shouldn't because, look at him. He looks like whatever. But, man, he's flipping so clever. Yeah, he's good, man. I like him. And I liked his philosophy on losing. He says, none of these matches ever end. None of the matches that I lost ever ended. They are still going today. And I'm like, wow. EC3, that's fucking deep.
Yeah, I guess in his mind, a loss is just another opportunity to win down the road.
How is that not like a great life philosophy?
It
Dustin
is.
Fullerton, another Chicago shirt pack. Thank you.
Being the top 1% isn't about your balance in the bank.
Your financials.
It's not about money. It's mindset.
It's about your mental.
It's about a mindset.
It's about your mental.
Yes.
Yeah. So anyways, that was awesome. Next up, we had highlight of the night. Highlight of the night.
I kind of wish we hadn't watched it earlier yesterday because it would have been new to me because it was great.
I wish that I could forget that I saw this and then watch it again, and so it would be new to me always. So Ricochet was being interviewed backstage about his I got something to get off my chest too. So hold on a second. Ricochet was being interviewed about winning North American title, and he was given a fairly standard babyface response. You know, I've been doing this for 13 years.
15 years.
This is, I finally achieved a goal of mine. And then you see
Pete Dunne walking down the hallway.
Down the hall walk in. But then you hear Roderick Strong and Kyle O'Reilly, Undisputed Era. For some reason, their theme music didn't play because you figure it would even in a hallway. They come in, and they're like, of course, giving him the business about taking the title away from their friend. Kyle O'Reilly says, what? He says, not so tough now that it's 2-on-1, are you? Right? Yeah. And then Pete Dunne happens to walk up, and he says, "There's a problem here, lads." And then they're like, "Whoa,
he back down and says, "We guys aren't best friends like we are."
And then Ricochet says, "Thanks, mate." And he says, "You're not my mate. You just another." He said, "I just don't like those guys. Just got a piece of gold." I love Pete Dunne, but good Lord, I'm like, what did he say?
No, I said you just have a piece of gold that
You
I
just
want.
have a piece of gold I won't know. Oh, it's great.
Yeah.
It's so fantastic.
Yeah.
And then he walks away, and Ricochet's like, okay, then. The whole thing was fantastic.
Yeah.
There's
What's
a
your-
thread. There's a thread on the Friendoverse. The closed. Now closed. You can't even apply to get in.
Oh, really?
Mikey Omega said 3,200 members.
Limit.
That's good for now.
All right.
There was a thread on there where somebody said, Steven Larson's love for the Undisputed Era, is it a shoot or a work?
When it comes to love and Undisputed Era,
A
there's no
work.
work.
There's no work.
There's no work.
It's beyond shoot. It's pure.
Yeah.
It's pure and total. What?
Work?
What?
Who posted that?
What?
Who posted that?
I forget. I don't know. But man,
Ooh, I'm close to being
right?
like offended
I
by that.
I figured it would fire you up.
Yeah, I'm real close to being offended by that.
Man, like, do they not know us? And then half the thread were people backlashing against the Undisputed Era. Right? How is that even possible?
Like, what were they saying? Maybe don't tell me, because this is probably going to make me upset.
It might make you
but
cry.
give me a couple examples. No, that's not going to make me cry. That's make me mad.
Adam Cole might end up in the loser's locker room. Right? No way. That's not even possible. His shoulders are too small. Give me a break.
Really? Someone said his shoulders are too small.
Yeah. Oh, man.
Hey, there's more to a wrestler than the size of their shoulders.
You know, we here on this show tend to glow over our community. It's a fantastic community.
It's the best community.
It's the best
Absolute
community.
best.
But then I see this poison being spewed about Undisputed Era, and I got to start thinking, where did I go wrong?
Yeah.
What did I do
know.
wrong?
I know.
What did I do
'Cause
wrong?
In the end, it's a reflection of us.
It is.
Yeah.
So I don't know what to do about that, man. But you and I, in this Chicago trip, we're going to have to put our heads together.
So there's no doubt. Our love for Undisputed Era is true.
Pure.
It is pure.
Yeah.
There's no work. It's not a put on.
Yeah.
They are the absolute greatest thing in the history of wrestling, maybe short of Minoru Suzuki.
Could be.
But,
Could be.
There's nothing better today in wrestling than Undisputed Era. And Steve, Friendoverse, that is undisputed.
Moving on. I know. I've got like chills right now.
I think I just squirted water on you.
Shayna Baszler interview with the Four Horsewomen. She done lost, and so she's being interviewed about that. And she said, she didn't beat me, I lost, or something like that. Which is the same thing. But I guess what she was saying is, I am responsible. She didn't do anything. It was me.
Yeah.
That caused me to not have my title anymore.
Kind of what Drew Gulak said, where Drew said, I had the better strategy. You know, everything I did was better than what my opponent did. However, in the end, I defeated myself. Yeah. Bronze cream. They're working us. Don't believe them.
Where's the damn timeout button? Where's the button that gets him out of here? I don't know where it is. But I'll find out. After that, we had the main event, Zach Gibson versus Pete Dunne.
Yeah.
We already sort of talked about Zach Gibson a bit. Look, this is a really good match.
Yeah,
Zach
good
Gibson
match.
is a fantastic wrestler.
Yeah, he's a good wrestler.
I really enjoyed the stuff that I saw of him in Progress, and I'm sure I will enjoy him quite a bit on NXT UK. I just feel like he's a bit goofy. I just
feel like if he's going to be a heel, he's got to be full on mean across the board. That means no moves named after Beatles song unless it's the really dark Beatles songs.
Yeah, man, yeah.
That's pretty much it.
Yeah.
And I feel like on his finisher,
Maxwell Silver Hammer. He could do like his own burning hammer.
Yeah. I feel like his finisher, he really needs to lean in on that lower back a bit more.
Oh, that was the other thing. Is that his? So at least Baron Corbin has a friggin' cool ass signature and finisher. What is it called? The
Shankly Gates.
Shankly Gates. Yeah. It doesn't even look like it does anything.
It's a double wrist lock with like a camel clutch type thing with the back, but he really needs to lean into that back to make it effective.
It's not
like he needs to sink deep like Rusev does with the Accolade.
It needs to really look like he's putting his all into it.
Yeah.
You know? So yeah. But no, it was a fun enough match. I do kind of question the wisdom. Like, who's another? So from the second UK tournament, him and Travis Banks were in the finals, right?
I believe so. Yeah.
Travis Banks is injured right now.
Yeah.
Who was in the semifinals with those guys?
Well, remember Noam Dar won a match to be number 1 contender.
Yeah.
For the UK title during the second day of taping.
I know that's already.
No, I know.
Yeah. Okay.
I know it's already been taped, but we haven't seen it yet.
No, we haven't seen it yet. Right. Who else was in the semifinals? Was Jordan Devlin? Did he get to the semis?
No. Was Joe Coffey in the semis?
Maybe.
I feel like he was in the semis. He was good.
Yeah, I like Joe Coffey.
And then I think he took on Travis Banks. Then who did Zach Gibson take on in the semifinals? I don't remember.
I forget.
Here, I'll look into it. And go. You want to read some questions?
Like, even one of the Mastiffs would have been cool. I think
there's only one Mastiff. There's Coffey brothers.
There's 2 Coffees, 1 Mastiff.
Mm-hmm.
Look, man, I'm still learning. I'll figure it out.
Let me see here. Hold on.
Yeah.
So the semifinals were Travis Banks, Joe Coffey, and then Zach Gibson versus Flash Morgan Webster.
Oh, yeah. See, I mean, I wasn't huge on Flash Morgan Webster, but I think he could have been good for a title shot.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I just think it's kind of wonky that they did another title shot for this is 2 losses.
Yeah.
What possible justification would they have for Zach Gibson?
I know, what's the motivation?
Seemingly always coming up short. But I'm looking at this crew right here. See, Jordan Devlin, I'd take as serious against Pete Dunne.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I think he's good. I don't know how they're. I mean, I've read some of the spoilers for NXT UK. How long do you think Pete Dunne's gonna have that UK title?
I mean, based on they've been booking him, like he's gonna
Forever.
have a Bruto run.
Pretty much, yeah. Right, yeah.
He's already 450 days.
Shit, yeah. Yeah. So I don't know. I'm looking forward to NXT. Do we know when that's airing? It's gotta be soon.
Nope.
Right?
They said coming soon.
Coming soon. It's gonna be on the network, right? Obviously.
Yeah, I would assume
Like
so.
Fox Sports 1 or Sky or something like that.
No.
Sky News.
No.
Sky News.
No.
Anyways, let's answer some quick. You want to hit up the super chats, and I'll hit up the
Here we go.
Patreon.
Fiend Kicks got to take off another afternoon golf day. I'll regret only a brisk 98 degrees today. Man,
It's not too bad. It's not too bad.
Zionost ordered. He's one of the shirts.
Oh, nice. Very good.
Wayne Maker, kayfabe reason for kendo sticks under the ring. Maybe it's just like when people are in the ring warming up a little bit before the doors open for the fans. Somebody's warm-up routine involves some kendo sticks.
Oh, yeah. You can do like some...
stuff for your wrists, stretching.
Yeah, I don't know.
Biff Top Johnny. Hey, guys. Heel Becky and Undisputed Era, yay or nay?
No, Undisputed, it's like the Friendoverse. It's closed. Except for Kevin Owens.
Except for Kevin Owens.
Horton, here's a new writer. What would happen to being the elite? What would happen to being the elite if the Young Bucks went to WWE? I think they do most of the work on it, and it would leave other scientists. They do all that. It's their thing.
Yeah,
man.
I think
Is
predominantly
it just Nick?
I think it's predominantly Nick. Yeah,
Yeah.
I think he shoots and edits the whole thing.
Yeah. They would either just keep on doing it on their own YouTube channel, or they'd hand it on over to WWE.
Or it could be a situation like Up, Up, Down, Down, where it's Xavier Woods' thing, but I'm sure based on the nature of his contract, it might be. Like, doesn't WWE show Up, Up, Down, Down stuff on the network?
Pretty sure WWE owns that.
Yeah.
I think I've heard that before.
Yeah.
I don't know where.
It could be a situation like that where part of the deal to bring them in would be
Could be. Yeah, that could be.
being the elite. And maybe they'll rebrand it slightly or something.
Dude, being the elite in the WWE would be
Something
it would be over huge.
Oh, I know.
It would be huge. People would love that.
Josh Little, I was going to mail you guys something, but I decided to bring it to StarCast when I meet you guys, and it's not shoes.
All right, cool. Right on.
Neat.
I hope it's not too big because we do have to fly back.
Yeah.
We have to get back. And
Oh, Wayne Maker. He says, Undisputed Era are a shit version of British Strong Style. Steve's even wearing the shirt. Illuminati work by you two.
You're uninvited, Wayne Maker. No, I'm joking. You always give us good super chats. So you're still invited to the Scotland meetup that I'm going to do a year from now.
But Undisputed Era, not a shite version of anybody.
You know what? I'm going to bring Wayne Maker a Adam Cole Bebe shirt, and he needs to wear it because it's a gift from me to him. Mm-hmm. I'm going to bring him a Bebe shirt.
There you go.
For the Scotland meetup. Alfred Salazar is now a proud owner of a Chicago shirt.
Congratulations.
Let's see here.
Cody Miles, since Discord's WWE Draft Season 3 is about to start, who is your current Dream draft with these categories: Raw Men, Raw Women, SmackDown Live Men's, SmackDown Women, 205 Live, NXT Men, Women, NXT UK Tag Team Faction. Let's do our own draft.
Okay.
So you have to do singles competitors except for everybody except this Tag Team Faction. So we'll alternate. Who goes first?
You go first.
All right, Raw Men. You gotta go with the Universal Champion, Roman Reigns.
That's a good number one pick.
So you take Raw. No, you take a Raw Men.
No, I'll take a Raw Men. Got to go with then the Intercontinental Champion and the most over guy on the roster, Seth Rollins.
All right, good pick. Raw Women. You can go first.
I would go with. I guess I'd just go with probably Sasha Banks. She's the most over person on the Raw Women's division.
All right, I'll take the Women's Champion, Ronda Rousey.
Bad move. SmackDown Live Men's Champion. Men's.
It's got to be AJ Styles.
Obviously, you go AJ Styles.
Yeah.
I go Samoa Joe.
All right.
Hot shit.
SmackDown Live Women.
Oh, give me Asuka.
I guess I'll take Charlotte. Although it's hard to take Becky Lynch.
Ooh, that's a tough one for you.
Yeah. 205 Live. I get to pick first?
Yeah.
I'm going to stick it to you. Leo Rush.
I can't believe you did that to me. But my number one was always going to be Drew Gulak.
All right.
He's the best submission expert in WWE.
All right. NXT Men.
I mean, how do you not go with Tommaso Ciampa?
Yeah.
He is the champ. He's the hottest commodity right now. Has a killer new shirt.
Yeah.
He's everything. And it's a self-proclaimed greatest sports entertainer of all time.
True. All true. I'll go Ricochet.
Ricochet, okay. That's a good one.
NXT Women.
Oh, wait a second. I'm sorry. What am I doing? Oh, wait. Tag team or faction?
Yeah, you got to wait.
Do I get first pick there?
I don't know. Let's find out.
All right.
NXT, I think No, I do. NXT Women.
Well, NXT Men, I'm just going to take Adam Cole then.
No, he's part of a faction. You can't do that.
I can do that.
No, you can't. NXT Women.
Can't take 4 people.
Kairi Sane.
NXT Women. Oh, Nikki Cross.
NXT UK. You get Pete Dunne. That's a good pickup.
Pete Dunne.
I'll do Tyler Bate. And of course, no, that's my faction. Who's yours?
Can I join your faction? No?
Only Larson is undisputed.
Oh, stupid heavy machinery.
No, you could take New Day. They're a faction.
Oh. Well, why would I get down? I want the Elite then.
They're not in WWE.
Doesn't specify. This part doesn't specify WWE.
But it does appear WWE Draft Season 3. Pay attention. Don't be bitter. Don't be bitter because I got
anybody else.
Era.
I want the Undisputed Era.
Well, too bad.
That's all I want.
Wayne Maker says, I'm an XL baby.
Baby.
Alid Williams, just to say thanks for everything you do, makes drives to work more entertaining.
Penultimate Tommy Wiseau, the creator of the H title.
Yes.
Gato only calls Okada Rainmaker instead of calling him by his name. What finishing move would you like your co-host to refer to you as from now on?
Oh, Starship Pain.
Can I be called Spanish Fly, please?
Sure.
I was either going to say that or the bitter end.
Yeah, I thought about bitter end, but Starship Pain just sounds cooler.
Nah, can you call me Tyler Driver 97?
There you go. Tyler Driver 97. Done.
Can you call me Powerbomb?
Yeah, pop up Powerbomb, please.
Yeah. Pop up Powerbomb. There you go. Let's see here. Mr. Sinister, last year at Survivor, I put up this stupid thread like moments before we went live. I feel so stupid about it. Last year at Survivor Series, we had the Raw champions versus SmackDown champions. You guys think this year we will see Ronda versus Charlotte, since they are the women's champions from their brands, or will one of them lose the title before the pay-per-view? I think we're going to get the horsewomen versus horsewomen thing.
That seems to make the most sense.
I think that's what we're going to get.
Colt Cabana finds it expensive and kind of fucked up. In 5 years, WWE runs WrestleMania in England at Wembley Stadium. Who beat Seth Rollins in the main event, become the first British WWE champion? Pete Dunne, Tyler Bate, Zack Sabre Jr., Will Ospreay, Neville, Joe Hendry, or Simon Miller.
You know, Neville is, I don't know if he'd ever accept being in the UK division.
No. This is the first WWE champion who was British, not.
No, I know. But
right.
I'm just saying, like, whoever gets the UK championship. Oh, the first British you do. Oh, okay. I see what you're saying. Getting back to my point, though, do you ever think Neville would be like, fine, just pay me what you were going to pay me in the first place, and I'll go to the UK division?
Maybe.
Because it seems like you'd probably be fairly hands-off from Vince or whatever. Let's see here. Who beats the first British champion?
I'm going to go with Pete Dunne.
Yeah. I think that's my heart says the prestigious Joe Hendry.
Oh, that'd be great.
My head tells me Pete Dunne.
Yeah, Pete Dunne.
Peter Dune.
Mr. Lipkin Unlimited, you get to take an NXT superstar on a first date to each of these locations. You can only go on one date per wrestler, and you can only choose one member of the Undisputed Era. Mm-hmm. So, first, dinner in a movie. Adam Cole, dinner in a movie.
You had to take him on a date, and you go Adam Cole. Dinner in a movie. Dinner in a movie.
Because you get some good conversation with dinner.
Right.
He was on Anthony Bourdain's show.
Oh, yeah.
So he might know something about food.
That's a good answer. Bowling. Cal Jack tweeted at us that apparently Baron Corbin is a hell of a bowler.
Yeah.
So I'm going to go bowling with
Baron Corbin. That's a good answer.
State Fair or Carnival?
That'd be another good pick for Adam Cole.
It's all going to be Adam Cole.
Yeah.
I'm going to say face Becky Lynch, State Fair Carnival.
I'll say Becky for the ice cream shop.
Oh, okay. There you go. Because the ice cream shops always have good puns for their, or the better ones have
good puns. Yes, yes. Yeah. For the names of their fair. I think bowling. Who seemed like a good bowler?
Baron Corbin. We legit know Baron Corbin's a good bowler.
Or who'd be fun to go bowling with? I mean, I just don't want to answer the same as you. State,
I don't think he'd be fun.
Fair or Carnival?
Well, Braun, he can win you through all the tough man stuff.
True.
He can win you lots of prizes.
There you go. Netflix and chill. Who seems like someone who might know a thing or two about movies?
Well, you know the euphemism for Netflix and chill is just bone.
Oh, all right.
Just have sex.
Oh, okay.
I'm not going to say it because I have like a funny answer in my head, but I'm not going to say it because it's kind of rude. I'm not going to do that.
All right.
It's fairly obvious what it is, though.
All right.
Just say Adam Cole. You're like, yes, I want to have sex with Adam Cole. Let's see here. In a perfect world, who would be the next 5 superstars to hold the North American Championship? The next 5 superstars to hold the North American Championship.
Roderick Strong.
Mm-hmm.
Matt Riddle.
So you want the thing to happen where Adam
Cole... I want Undisputed Era to have all the belts.
To have all the belts.
Yeah.
Right. They should.
Then their name would be 100% true.
All
Undisputed.
Right. All right. So Roderick Strong. I like that as a first answer.
Matt Riddle's going to go be for the NXT title. So
that boggles my mind that you put him on such a high pedestal. That's crazy.
Matt Riddle?
Yeah.
Well, I don't necessarily think it's just because I don't think necessarily think I'm going to. I think that's how WWE views him.
Oh, I don't know about that, man. If they only came calling after New Japan came around, it wasn't like they were hot after him. It was just like, oh, they want him? Okay, let's go.
No, he had a tryout a few years back. It wasn't like this is his first dalliance with WWE.
I know. I'm just saying.
I think it was just the weed stuff that got in the way.
North American title. No, I could see.
Instead of looking at
EC3 is probably going up soon.
Instead of looking
Keith Lee.
Yes, good answer. Instead of looking at it, it's like, well, they only called him because New Japan might have wanted him. Look at it this way. They say, oh, New Japan's gonna bring him in. We can't stand losing the talent of that caliber to New Japan. We have to get him.
Do you think he's an Aleister Black level guy in their eyes?
I think he could be.
I don't know. I honestly
don't. I just look at the following he's managed to amass in such a short time.
Like
you go to any show he's on, the whole place is chanting "bro."
That might have a ceiling, though.
I don't know. He's good enough in the ring.
Let me ask
as
you
long
this.
as he can drop a decent promo, he's going to go far.
Let me ask you this.
What?
And this is the conversation we're having is so silly, but I enjoy it for some reason. The first takeover Matt Riddle's at, if Adam Cole is there as well, what will be bigger? The Adam Cole Bebe in the crowd or the bro chants? You can't even think about it. It's Adam Cole, baby.
Yeah, it is Adam Cole, but he's got a year head start on him.
I don't think that matters. I think if they came in at the same time, When we watched that watching Adam Cole thing, and he was like, man, that entire place, the first time he showed up, erupted.
But there's a huge difference in the reception they're going to get based on sitting ringside and then being actively involved in something going on in the ring.
Yeah.
There's just a huge difference in the reception. Like if Matt Riddle had run it at some point and dropped a bro to sleep on somebody in a tombstone.
Don't think it wouldn't have been as big as the Adam Cole super kick.
I don't know if it would have been, but it would have erupted. And there would have been a heck of a lot of bro chants.
I don't know, man. I honestly don't. I kind of am not with you on that one.
Okay.
But I guess, well, it's not a knock on you. I'm just saying.
I didn't interpret it as such. I just said, okay.
Why are you yelling at me right now?
I'm not yelling at you.
Just bring down the
Change
tone.
your mind. Be right, like me.
Bring the tone down a little bit.
Trey Porter, hey, friendos. Who should be the enforcer of the Undisputed Era? I think it should be Cassius. Oh, no.
He talk about somebody who needs to get the North American title.
Yeah, because it make all the sense because all were former Ring of Honor guys and former champions there. Yeah, I don't know if he really fits in with Undisputed Era, though. There's only one person, I think, in the entirety of the WWE roster, NXT or main, that fits in with Undisputed Era, and that's Kevin Owens. That's it.
Yeah, I agree with that totally.
Kevin Owens, that's the only person. Wayne Maker, by the way, Steven, your
premier team, Watford?
Austin Luff
is Watford
says, hey, guys, take some of my money.
Watford FC. Do they have what is the name of their team?
I don't know.
The Watford what?
Alex Foster, how would you guys fix NXT's tag division without bringing anyone in?
How do I what? Oh, without bringing anybody in?
You got to stop booking the Mighty like a joke.
Yeah.
First and foremost.
Elevate the Mighty.
Yeah. They're
Elevate
good. If you want
to
to be heels, give them an edge. Don't make them hapless heels. Make them vicious, mean.
Yeah. Because if you got the Mighty, War Machine, and Undisputed
Good
Era,
yeah,
that's a good trio right there. I don't know what. Honestly, I think that Heavy Machinery and Street Profits. Well, one of the problems with Heavy Machinery is that although their gimmick is completely different, they kind of occupy similar territory as
War Raiders.
War Raiders,
kind of.
A little bit. I mean, you got some hosses in there.
Street Profits, I think they were on a decent track before they lost to Authors of Pain twice.
Yeah.
Because the crowd loved them.
Yeah.
They were a ton of fun.
Yeah.
I think if they can sharpen up their ring work a bit, start putting on some good matches and getting some wins, I think they'll be fine.
Yeah.
It's just when they are booked, they're new, they come out, they win a couple matches, they're booked against some real competition, Authors of Pain, and get their butts kicked twice, and then disappear.
Yeah.
And then come back and they come back and it seems like they're reusing footage they shot prior to all that. The hype they returned didn't make a whole lot of sense.
Yeah, no, it was pretty bad.
And then you put them in a feud with the Mighty, and they don't obviously book the Mighty strong at all.
Yeah.
Because we saw when they were TM61,
man,
they're a really good tag team. Just let them wrestle and put on good matches.
Well, yeah, what you said is exactly right. Let them wrestle, let them put on really, really good matches. Let's see if they can.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's the thing. It's like people know the difference.
Yeah.
Between are you serious or not? Are you going to put on takeover level matches or are you not? When Street Profits can prove they can put on a takeover level match, I'm sure they'll be on takeover.
Yeah.
And the division will be elevated.
BreakingControllers.com. So Scott Steiner is supposed to be at StarCast. You're going to get him to do a Going in Raw intro.
I don't know, man. I've literally been racking my brain about that. I don't know. What do you think?
Yeah, why not? Wayne Maker, watch Riddle versus Ospreay in Ireland. Shit lost.
All right, well, we'll see.
Mario Cisternas, hey friendos, if NXT could have a Survivor Series team and 205 Live could have a Survivor Series team, who would be your 5 for each team? Undisputed Era. And
All 4 or 3?
All 4.
Okay.
Bobby Fish is going to be back soon.
Okay.
And then I guess you could have Tommaso Ciampa. He's a champ.
Okay, that's good.
And then 205 Live.
Mm-hmm.
Got to have Cedric.
You got Cedric, Mustafa Ali, Drew Gulak, Leo Rush.
Buddy Murphy.
Oh, yeah, Buddy Murphy.
Wow, that'd be great.
That's a hell of a team.
That'd be a heck of a match.
But But are they undisputed?
No, no one else is undisputed.
Nobody's undisputed.
Nobody's undisputed.
All right, man. Is that it?
Yep.
All right, go to friendomarket.com. Buy a shirt. You got 24 hours now.
Yep.
So, yeah, that's it for the show. Thanks so much for tuning in. Hilton, can we get some music, please?
Cue the music, Hilt.
Mute that. Oh, by the way, post-show Yay or Nay should be featuring Adam Mayhem.
Hooray!
He's going to be in the studio in moments. So come check it out on the Patreon at patreon.com/Stephen Larson. Thanks so much for watching. Until next time, we'll talk to you guys later.
Goodbye.